Good morning and welcome to St. Joseph's College grounds in Colombo. Mercantile Cricket Association F Division T20 League Tournament 2026 is in full swing at the moment, and 2 games down for decision here at this venue. The first game being Commercial Bank B versus the Camera LK, and the second game in the afternoon, Commercial Credit versus the Tire Group. So lots of cricket being played. In fact, there are 3 other matches being played in Colombo in this tournament today, and we hope that the action will be staying good. Well, the weather conditions perfect, and we're looking at the points table as well. There we are. And Sri Lanka, they played 2 matches, they won both. They got 4 points, and Camera LK played 1 and won 1, so they got 2 points. Empire T is still to play a game. Commercial Bank B has played 1, they've lost 1. So as Mars Active playing 1 and losing 1, and the Siam City Cement also playing 1 and losing 1 game. That's how the points table reads for this group in the league stage of the matches. Right time for us to go to the centre and join Samira Veerasinghe with the 2 captains, the match referee with the toss.
Good morning, here we are in for another thrilling encounter in the Mercantile Division F sector, and we have Anushka Gunasinghe, Camera LK, and Chamila Devinder of Commercial Bank B, and Chandana Mahesh, our match referee. And Anushka will flip the coin. Head is the call. Head it is, and Chamila, you have won the toss. What have you decided?
We are going to bat first.
Any particular reason behind batting first?
Yeah, small ground. We hope to score around 180, 200 plus. The better score.
So what happened to the last match? You lost the game chasing 169. So you are batting first. So different opponent.
Yeah, definitely. In 169 target was batting line was failed. So we decided to bat first and get in the target, giving them.
Any changes of the team?
Yeah, 2 changes. 2 players are out. 2 players are in. One of our seamers come in, and the off-spinner.
All the best, Jamila. And we have Anushka bowling first. Were you bowling first in the last game?
Yeah, we were bowling first in the last game, yeah.
And what's the target you're going to keep them under?
Yeah, I think under 150 is going to be a good position that we can get over. So we are trying to keep them under 150.
Winning the last game, how confident are you? Any changes?
No, we are going to play the exact same 11 for this game as well. So boys are good and we have a balanced team. So I think we can do something better.
All the best, Anushka. And the news out here in the center is Commercial Bank have won the toss and they have elected to bat first.
Thank you so much, Samira. There we are. So toss completed in the center, and Commercial Bank B have won the toss and elected to bat first. 20 overs per side. Each bowler allowed 4 overs. And of course, on a day like today, when the weather conditions are hot and humid, it's a question as to who will outplay the other in this game. Right, let's look at the 2 teams for this match. Commercial Bank B, and they've got Chamila Daminda along with Bhagya Abesekara, Janat Ranasinghe, Manjula Lienage, Nipuna Piris along with Savindu Chandrasekara, Sachin Kolita, Siddharth Samaravikrama, Tharaka Gunatilaka, Visit Veerasinghe, Isuru Yasinta, and Sujivan Loganathan to make up the Commercial Bank B side. Camera LK, Anushka Gundaratna, Anjana Orton along with Asita Chamira, Dasit Gunatilaka, Dinet Piris, Isuru Sandabal, Kasuna Madhushanka, Kavisha Satsara, Lisura Sigera, Samira Piris, Sinet Malwatage, and Rami Fernando making up the Camera LK side. So both teams have been beaten in this competition, and they'll want to register a win, both of them. And as we talk to you, we find the umpires also walking out. 9:45, the commencement of this game, 20 overs per side. There we are. The umpires taking their position as well. So it's going to be a game that everything going to be played for. No question asked, no quarter asked, no quarter given. That will be what it's all about. And of course, at St. Joseph's College grounds, a prominent school ground in Colombo, located in the heart of Colombo, and playing on a ground such as this. They're playing on matting wickets, not on turf. The T20 games being played on matting. And of course, one of the problems when you play on matting is that each time a batsman takes guard, he's got to take off one glove to mark his guard out with chalk. That's the problem that they have, unlike in turf wickets, where you can use the bat to mark your guard out. But on the matting wickets, you can't do that. But this is a very common form of cricket being played in Sri Lanka, with the mattings being used, particularly games played in the outstations, the smaller schools, the poorer schools who don't have grounds that have turf wickets. So lots of players at some time or another would have played on matting wickets in their careers. Right, there we are. So we find that the fielding side, that is Camera-LK, in little huddle. And now walking onto the field, we'll see the batsmen also joining them in the middle. So the Mercantile Cricket Association organizes so many tournaments in a year. And one of the premier areas where cricket is being organized next to Sri Lanka cricket is the Mercantile Cricket Association, that really does well for cricket in Sri Lanka. They play so many divisions from A to G they play, and at various times of the year we'll find those tournaments being played. And this tournament that is currently in progress, 24 teams are divided into 4 groups. So each team will have 5 matches in the league stage of the tournament. That's a lot of teams, in fact, taking part. And there we are, the batsmen also walking out. Commercial Bank B, who elected to bat first. They won the toss, elected to bat first. Perhaps the fortunes will change today for them, because they know that they have to win these games to stay alive, to qualify for that final round later on. So sun streaming down the grounds, hot, humid, there's no doubt about that. And all these players perhaps have got used to playing in hot and humid conditions. That's what it's all about. And weather conditions in Colombo have changed over the last 2 days. We had a lot of rain in Colombo. In fact, about 3 or 4 days ago, there was heavy showers in the evening. But since then, the weather has stayed good, and really enjoyed playing cricket in these conditions. There we are. So the glove being taken off. Looking to take guard is the batsman on strike. He's taken his right glove off, because he'll have to use a piece of chalk to really mark out his crease there. A few problems with the side screen at the far end, the black side screen. It was up and running. It has now come down. So the umpires also walking across to have a look at what really happened there. The ground staff are busy. We'll have a slight hold up in play because the side screen has come down. Because don't forget that these grounds, basically you see red ball cricket being played, especially in the school grounds. You'll have white side screens on both sides. And playing white ball cricket is perhaps out of the norm in these type of places, like school grounds. So they're not really equipped for white ball cricket, because the school circuit, they play red ball cricket. And St. Joseph's College, the home ground for this game, I mean, they play so much red ball cricket. A good side, that school side as well. There's the umpires walking down, having a word with the ground staff, trying to get that side screen up. So we're going to have a hold up in play as well, because putting those side screens up, they got to use those black cloth over the white side screen. You can see the white side screen being covered now with that black cloth. So there's somebody on top of the trees, on top of the side screen, who's really pulling the side screen or the black cloth up to try and cover it up, because we're playing with a white ball here, one white ball being used for this 20-over competition. So T20 games, there we are. So the black cloth coming up now. A lot of help from the ground staff as well to get this up. It was up and running. It was firmly placed in place, but something really happened so that it came down. And now we are waiting for the side screen to be adjusted. Umpires are down there as well. They're walking back, so they know that work is being done to adjust that side screen. And the batsman is on strike. He's taken his right glove off to take his guard as well. So we'll wait for the field to settle in to see what type of field they're going to have. Are they starting with spin or with medium pace? We'll have to wait and see. So Commercial Bank P, who won the toss, have elected to bat first. No surprise about that. And of course, Camera-LK, one of the sides in this competition as well. We've seen a lot of new names around in this Mercantile Cricket Association circuit, and that's really good for the game. And you see so many of these new names popping up as well from time to time. And of course, they do come in to try and win tournaments. And there we are, the side screen. The black cloth about to go up completely. And it's being pulled up now with the ropes at the far end as well. It's almost ready. They have to adjust it to cover that white part on the side screen. So the first over being bowled from the swimming pool end, because St. Joseph's College also boasts of a swimming pool. They're one of the first schools to have a swimming pool in Sri Lanka on the school circuit. It's a very old pool that they have and very famous indeed. And there we are. So Sachin Kolita taking strike. He's played 15 matches. His top score is 59. He's got 1 half century. An average of 19.42. Strike rate is good, 125.27. Aggregate of 233 runs. So it will be his day today to make some runs. So Sachin goes is on strikes. Siddharth at the non-strikers end. And Anushka Gunasinghe to bowl the first over. He's played 13 matches. 4 for 47 his best figures. Has taken 3 wickets twice. On his way, first ball. There we are. Forces the batsman out to drive. Beaten out on the edge. Wicketkeeper collects, has the bails off, and Commercial Bank B lose their first wicket, the first ball of the day. There we are. On his way, first ball. That's a poor shot indeed played by Sachin. With a slow ball, Anushka Gunasinghe is a spinner. Flighted it, tempted the batsman to come out. He came out to drive. He was beaten all ends up. Wicketkeeper collected cleanly. And there we are, the bails came with the flash. Look at that. There we go. He had no chance at all. He was far down the track, in fact. And regrets that move. But he's got to walk back. Sachin Kolita out without scoring. Stumped by Isuru Sandamal. Gunasinghe picks up his first wicket. And of course, Commercial Bank B are 1 wicket for no runs after 1 delivery. We've seen these poor starts of lots of sides. They've lost wickets in the very first over. So Chamil, a new batsman, walking out to join Siddharth. Few words being exchanged. Perhaps they've got to play carefully. You've got to read the bowling on its merits. The spinner is in operation at the moment. And off comes that right glove again to take guard. Take a leg stump guard. Chamila Daminda. He's played 28 matches. He's got 350s and 200. So he's no mug with the bat. He's got good pedigree with the bat. Good strike rate of 142.48 as well. His top score 152 not out. Now he'll have to play an important role for Commercial Bank B in this innings. Here's Gunasinghe. Comes forward. Plays the soft hands. The ball runs out towards that point region. So there's no chance of run. And that's that dismissal. First ball of the innings. That shot. Off the back foot. Played away towards extra cover. Again, no chance of a run. We have very fast outfields these days because of the weather conditions. Anything that passes the field, it's going to be really a challenge for fielders to pick them up. Again, short outside the line of off stump. Played in the covers. Good bit of fielding there. Another run being saved. 1 wicket for no runs. Commercial Bank B win the toss and batting first. We got 2 balls left in this first over. Oh, too short down the leg side. That's a wide. First run for Commercial Bank B. Very poor delivery. Could have got the treatment on that. If the batsman had made an attempt to hit it, could hit it down towards backward square leg to the boundary. Didn't do so.
Oh, too short.
Waited for the wide call.
Wide.
It's got to be
First
rebowled.
run for Commercial Bank B.
This time,
Very poor delivery.
good attempt on the boundary to stop that. The batsman crossed for a single again. So 2 for 1, Commercial Bank B. 1 ball left in the first over. Gunasinghe, 1 wicket for 2 runs.
This time,
Nice diving stop.
good attempt on the boundary.
Fielding so important in T20
Single
cricket.
again.
Got to take your catchers. Try and restrict batsmen not to take those extra runs, like converting the 1s into 2s or taking quick singles. So Siddharth on strike. Siddharth Samaravikrama. 67 matches. He's got 5 50s. Top score 71. The left hand on strike. Goes for a pull shot. Doesn't make contact. Wrapped on the pad. Question being asked. Not out, says the umpire. End of the over. 1 completed. And the Commercial Bank B after 1 over. 2 for 1. Right, so field crosses over to bowl the second over from the pavilion end. Kasuna Madhushankar, he'll bowl the second over. A medium pace bowler. Chamil on 1, he'll have strike. Taken that glove off again to mark the guard. So Madhushankar has played 16 matches. 2 for 14, his best figures. Picked up 18 wickets in all in the 16 games. And here he goes now to bowl to Chamila, the right-hander. Going for a pull shot down the leg side. Doesn't make contact. Wide called. Second wide of the innings. We're looking at those tram lines. Normally on turf wickets, they are marked out in blue, but on the matting, it's marked out with white. So the ball was outside the tram line as well. So 3 for 1. Commercial Bank B. Pulled hard and high. That's big. That's gone really big. First 6 of the innings. Got the treatment. It's too short. And Chamila made use of that. My word. That was a great strike. Look at that. The ball disappeared onto the road, in fact, inside the school. The vehicles parked there will have to be careful. So 9 for 1. Commercial Bank B. They're in the second over. Again going for the pull shot. Another wide called. Got to be rebowled. This is going to be a long over. Minimum of 8 balls. 2 wides in the over. Wide, 6 and wide again.
Going for the pull shot, another wide called.
So Commercial Bank B into double figures, 10 for 1 after 1.1 overs. Played on the offside this time, along the ground towards mid-off, no chance of run. So 1 white ball being used in these T20 games. In the 50 over games, you see 2 white balls being used up to the 34th over or 33rd over. And from the 34th over, it's 1 white ball being used, but in these games, just 1 white ball. Going for the pull shot again, down the leg side, another wide. 3rd wide of the over. It's going to be a long over. Minimum 9 deliveries. There we go. Wicket keeper as well. Moves quickly to his left to collect. So few words being spoken by the captain and senior players to his bowler, Kasun Madhushankar. Bowling wides. Get some bat to it. Misfield, that short fine leg into the boundary for 4. That's poor fielding. It should have been cut off, in fact. Well, so Commercial Bank B really taking advantage from poor fielding that time. Look at that. Through the legs for 4. No excuses for poor ground fielding and poor catching. So 15 for 1 is Commercial Bank in this long over from Kasun Madhushankar. None for 13 so far. His figure of 3 balls is bowled. Again short down the leg side, another wide. Will this over ever end? 4 wide so far in the over, so minimum of 10 balls. $16 for 1 Commercial Bank B. Now when the bowler has bowled so many wides, he could adjust his delivery stride, can bowl further away from the wickets, make use of that popping crease as well. He's making adjustments in the field. He's moved that deep mid-wicket in a few paces, in again to bowl. Played soft hands on the onside, single being taken. That's good running. $17 for 1 Commercial Bank B. Chamila is on 12 of 8. And Kasun Madhushankar, 4 balls, none for 15 his figures. Run rate is 10.20. Siddharth is on strike, the left-hander. Again, the glove is off, so we'll take a little time on that as well to mark the guard out. So 4 wide so far in this over with the 6. And also a single. So you got a third man in place, the backward point. A deep point, extra cover, and a deep mid-off on the offside. Play and a miss outside the line of off stump, bit of extra bounce as well, carried well to the keeper. So it's a dot ball. So now we come down to 1 ball left in second over. 17 for 1, Commercial Bank B, who won the toss, he led to bat first. We look at the leg side field. He's got a man at fine leg, a deep backward square leg, a mid-wicket and a mid-on. Oh, well bowled. Playing a miss again outside the line of off stump. Bit of extra bounce. Ends a long over of 10 balls from Kasun. So 2 overs completed. And Commercial Bank B are 17 for the loss of 1 wicket. Siddharth still to score of 3 balls. Tamil is on 12 of 8. And the run rate 8.50 after that over. So a long, expensive over from Kasun Madhushankar. It comes to an end finally. So the field crosses over once again. Wicket keeper right behind the stumps, the spinner in operation. Anushka Gunasinghe. Driven up Ishley, out caught. Straight towards extra cover. Lot of bottom hand in that. And well, there we are. So Chamila pays the penalty by driving straight to extra cover. Made no mistake about that. And Anushka picks up his second wicket. 2 wickets of 1 run at the moment. And Commercial Bank B are now 17 for the loss of 2 wickets. Going through the motions of playing that shot. Look at that again. There we go. Lots of bottom hand. Catch is well taken, low down by the extra cover fielder. Satsara the fielder. Chamila Daminda the man out. So Gunasinghe has picked up both wickets to fall. 2 for 2 is his figures. And Commercial Bank B are 17 for 2. They'll need a partnership. They'll need 2 batsmen to get together. They'll need to get a score of excess of 100, maybe 120 runs or so. Samindu, the new man who's walked out to join Siddharth in the middle. The projected score 157, that really won't happen. You need to have wickets in hand, you need to make runs, that's what it's all about. Samindu Chandrasekhara, he's played 8 matches. Top score is 39 not out. But today might be his day to try and help his side to a decent or respectable total. Outside the line of off stump, Savindu shoulders arms, wicket keeper collects. So they brought a slip in now. They got a slip in, a short third man, a backward point. The extra cover in the middle of the offside field. On the onside, short fine leg, a backward square leg, and also a man at deep mid wicket. Very short, pulled on the onside. One bounce to the boundary of 4. That's a poor delivery from Anushka Gunasinghe. Savindu made full use of that. And the ball so short, can hit the ball anywhere on the park. Look at that. Plenty of time to play that shot. 21 for 2 is Commercial Bank B. We're in the third over, 2.3 overs completed. As much as Anushka has picked up 2 wickets, he's also bowled some poor deliveries. That last one was really a poor delivery. Wide outside the line of off stump. So one more to the total. It's got to be rebowled as well. So the wides are now mounting up. 5 wides so far in this total of 22 for 2. Pulled again on the onside. In the air. Dropped. Should have been caught. That's what we say, that fielding is so important in any form of cricket. Savindu had a life, hit it straight to the fielder, got his hand straight, and we look at that again. He picked the man out in the deep. The bowler can't believe it. Well, that's true. He's dropped the catch. So 23 for 2 after 2.4 overs. Appeal for LBW. What is that? Because that ball was hitting the body so high, there was no chance of getting a decision in that. We'll look at that again. There we go. Hit him above the waist, in fact. Pulled away down to a short, fine leg. No chance of run. The ball traveled quickly down there. The lengthy over 3 completed. And Commercial Bank 3 B are 23 for 2. So current run rate 7.67. Siddharth still to score 5. Savindu's on 5 as well. And Anushka Gunasinghe 2 overs, 2 for 8. His figures. He's picked up both wickets to fall. Picked up a wicket on the very first delivery of the match itself. And the batsman stumped. So Anjana Orton is the next change in the bowling. Comes on. The medium pacer has been taken off because he had a very long over. He bowled 10 balls in that over with 4 wides. Anjana Orton has played 35 games. Best figures 5 for 4. Taken 3 wickets on 7 occasions, a 5-wicket haul as well. So Consolidation will depend on him to pick up another wicket or 2. He'll have to bring things back to normal, not give away too many runs. Flicked on the onside. It's in the air for a while, but past the square leg umpire for a single. Oh, leg by called. It's off the pad, so not off the bat. The umpire says leg by. 24 for 2 after 3.1 overs. So the left hand is on strike, Siddharth. Field well spread out. They got a strip in place. Man, a short third man, the backward point, a point who's standing rather deep, an extra cover and a deep mid-off on the offside. Again, thick edge, the wicket keeper put his hand to it, it's going straight to first slip. And the wicket keeper put it down. Well, the second catch to be dropped. We look at that again. There we go. The edge going straight to first slip. The wicket keeper was diving to his left and he put it down. Well, 24 for 2, Commercial Bank B. Having luck today. Just play gently on the onside towards the square leg for a single. So Camera LK will regret the fact that they have dropped 2 catches already of the 2 batsmen who are batting in the middle. Both should have been back to the pavilion, but both have been dropped. 25 for 2, Commercial Bank B after 3.3 overs. Lofted on the onside. This time caught. The field just moved one pace to his left and took the straightforward catch. So Commercial Bank B lose their 3rd wicket. Anjana Orton picks up his first. Look at that. The pull on the onside. Didn't have enough legs to get to the boundary and was well caught at deep mid-wicket. Samit Chandrasekhara goes of 5 of 5 balls caught by Satsara of Orton. So Commercial Bank B will have to look at some partnerships here. 25 for 3 after 3.4 overs. Taraka, the new man, walking out to join Siddharth in the middle. So Anton Norton 1 for 1 in his first over. He's bowled 4 balls so far. So when your top order doesn't really help the batting department, it really puts pressure on the middle order and the lower middle order. Right, so Taraka taking guard, right-hander. Taraka Gunsilaka. He's played 25 matches. 150 to his credit. He's made 51, in fact. Average of 21.09. And here's Orton on his way to bowl to him. Squared up. Pushes on the offside. Single being taken. That's a quick single. The bowler has a go at the wickets, but it doesn't strike. So Tarak off the mark with a single. 26 for 3 after 3.5 overs. Play and a miss. Wicketkeeper doesn't collect cleanly, but the slip backs up and covers up. End of the over. 4 completed. And Commercial Bank B are 26 for 3 after 4 overs. Siddharth is on 1. Taraka is on 1. Anjana Orton 1 over. 1 wicket for 2 runs. And we'd like to remind all our viewers wherever in the world are watching this live telecast of this Mercantile Cricket Association F Division T20 League Tournament for 2026. The game coming to you from St. John's College Grounds in Colombo. 2 games down for decision today. The first match in progress at the moment, Commercial Bank B versus Camera LK. And in the afternoon, we'll have Commercial Credit taking on the entire group. That will be after lunch at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Sri Lanka time. So Anushka to continue his 3rd over, 2 for 8 his figures. Each bowler allowed 4 overs. Short outside the line of off stump. Hit away on the offside, single being taken. That's well run. You've got to take those singles. You've got to be quick on your toes. There we are. You're certainly home. 27 for 3 after 4.2. Again pushed on the offside. Another single being taken. The extra cover standing rather deep, in fact. Allowed the batsman to cross for a single. Nice to play it again, looking for one. The ball travels out towards point. This time no chance of a run. So they got a slip in place. The short third man, the backward point, the point extra cover in the mid off on the offside. On the onside, they got the man at the backward square leg, a deep mid wicket and a long on. Lots of gaps on the onside field as well. Going for the big drive. Doesn't make contact. Wicketkeeper collects. Dot ball. Playing a miss again outside the line of off stump. Extra bounce. Wicketkeeper collects. Ends the over. 5 overs completed. Commercial Bank BR 28 for 3. And Anushka has bowled 3 overs, 2 for 10. Taraka is on 2. Siddharth also on 2. The run rate 5.60. Time for a change in the voices. Next 5 overs. Samir Veerasinghe.
Thank you, Eric. It's 28 for 3. After winning the toss and batting first, Commercial Bank B. They played the Commercial Bank A team played the Division C sector. And there was another team playing for the F1. Edged it straight to the man. The run rate was too good when the end of the second over. After Kasun Madhusankar giving a lot in the second over, but now they have got back with 3 wickets and deducted the scoring. Anjana Orton is the bowler. That was a quick single. This could be, oh dear, that was very close. That was mighty close to getting the 4th wicket with a run out. Lucky, the batter. No harm done. Single being taken. It was very late to react. The striker, Taraka, has faced 6 balls for his 2 runs. And he goes again. And this time, the fielder getting under it and getting a superb catch. Celebrations from the bowler. When he trying to grab that catch, as we saw, we thought that it will go all the way. As the captain mentioned in the toss, it's a small boundary, but the batters are getting hauled out. It's 29 for 4 now in a spit of bother. Taraka Gunatilaka this time tries to go bang bang, but resulting to hold out. Camera LK right on top with that wicket falling. 6 more wickets to go in the power play. They are 4 down. It's a new batsman, Manjula Lianage, another left-hander. Manjula Lianage joining Siddharth for the 5th wicket. We are into the end of the power play. Orton already got 2 wickets, so his name. Here comes Orton to bowl the 5th ball. Cuts. Lucky not to get an edge in that. Taking a look at the other matches, HNB Assurance against Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut 30 for 3 after 9 overs. And PABC Bank 46 for 2 after 8 overs against Astron Lanka. Commercial Bank at the moment 29 for 4. The 2 umpires for today is Gayan Viduranga and Kulunu Fernando. The match referee for today is Chandra Mahesh. Gunasingh to complete his spell with this over. He's bowling out his spell. A bit of a dibbly-dobbly stuff from Gunasingh, but proving to be very useful with 2 wickets in his 3 overs. Oh dear, going to go big. Losing the concentration levels. Targeting the smaller boundary that side. But the fielders are in place. The miss hit will be holed out. Straight to the man, 1 bounce. .30 on the board. Camera LK on the last match against Mars active. Commercial Bank lost against Ansel Lanka. It's Manjula Lianage is the new batter with Siddharth. Straight to the extra cover fielder. Anushka is bowling a beautiful spell. Last 2 deliveries for him to end in a good note. If he can get another wicket, would be ideal. Or just keep it very much under. Should have got that run. Miscommunication from the 2 batters. You can see the projected score is very low, just 88. Gunasingh under 3 runs per over. That is brilliant, but not to be. Getting that single for the wide, that means it's 3 runs per over. That was another wide. Should have dispatched that anywhere in the world. Misses out. Cuts this time straight to the man. So ends his spell. 4 overs. 14 for 2. 7 overs completed. It's 33 for 4. It's going to be new bowler. In the proceedings, seems like a fast bowler coming in. That is Lisura Sigera. Has 46 wickets in 21 innings. Was quite impressive. 6 for 27 is best, and has 3 wickets or more 3 times and 5 wickets or more 3 times. Economy of 5.5. Brilliant stuff from the bowler. Shot again. Excellent run there. Getting 34 with 7 overs. Almost 5 runs per over. Not enough. But happy with the proceedings, Commercial Bank. They should be. Nowhere to hide at the moment. Need to consolidate and get some runs going in the next 5 overs. Should have put that away. Just a single. They are not picking the length and pulling it. One hit for Kasun Madhusanka to a sixer. That was well played from the opening batter. Apart from that, they are not picking the short deliveries and putting them out of the park. That is Anushka having a small break after bowling his quota. You can see another short delivery was not put away, collected from Samir Paris. Looking leaner than he played for the college. And there we go. Lisura runs in again. This time good connection into the gap. A bit of football and nicely done. Just a single there. A couple of runs, beg your pardon. And Manjula getting some runs going. Low strike rates for both the batsmen. 9 balls for 4 runs and 15 balls for 5 for Siddharth. Is not helping the cause in a T20 game. Goes for it this time, but straight to the field this time. Only a single. Is trying to hit it, but holding out to the fielders. That's the problem at the moment. That was beating him all ends up. Anyway, end of the over. It's 38 for 4 after 8 overs. And that is the batting card. Both the batters 5 each. And Shamil Damin the top scorer for 12. It's going to be Dasit Gunatilaka. Five for 24, its best. 39 matches, 62 wickets. Dasit Gunatilaka. Off spinner. I've heard that name, Dasit. And he's continuing the 9th over in progress. Oh dear, oh dear. Should be hold out. Kasun Madhusanga collects a dolly catch. Manjula departs. Dasit gets his first wicket. That was a disaster. Tries to go big and just holding out. He departs. Manjula Lenage. 5 of 12 balls. Not good. It's 38 for 5 after 8.2. They are falling apart in this opening game of the division. If counter at St. Joseph's grounds, I'd say my home ground it is. St. Joseph's. Looking good after few years. Back then we were playing school cricket. Good memories. It's time for a bit of a water in the middle. New batsman in is Janath Ranasinghe, 46 highest score, 261 runs. Janath Ranasinghe is the son of Anura Ranasinghe, former Sri Lanka cricketer. So let's see what he can do. As a big task ahead. Not going to be easy for Janath. We go. Janath goes downtown. Gets a huge hit. I think that's the ploy. He's doing the right thing. Need some runs. A bigger part of the boundary, but off spinner taking on the off spinner is a useful option. Flighted. Look at that. After that, he just darting in. Those are some welcome runs for Commercial Bank. B. Few batters to come. Ranasinghe should go for it. Can't just dive on the ring at this point of the game. Ranasinghe guides, running down, fast outfield. Good skills by the fielder. 2 runs easily collected. End of the 10th over. It's 47 for 5. It's going to be Lisura Sigera, the medium fast bowler, to continue from the pavilion end to Janath. Ranasinghe, as I said, is a son of Anura Ranasinghe, the former Sri Lankan player. Got a 6 in his very second ball. That's good for Commercial Bank at this point. This time inside edge, just getting a single. Hot weather, few matches going on in this competition. Lot of teams, lot of matches. 4 groups, 4 teams will qualify. So 24 teams, 16 teams will proceed to the pre-quarter final level. And a lot of matches, as I said. Good for the players, good for the companies, some cricket, some fun. Apart from the work, this Mercantile Division F competition. This time drives straight to the man, no run been taken. CBB, that is Commercial Bank B. MDF is Mercantile Division F. And camera LK. 2 umpires, as I said, Gayan Viduranga and Kuluru Fernando. Gets a single dab and third ball of the over. If they can get 220 at least, they can give a fight. At least they need 120 to put up a fight and bowl well. Keep camera LK rather. Giving them a fight, winning the game in the very first match. Let's see how it goes. It's a matter of time. Last 10 overs is very important. As Fleck take this time. Straight to Samir Ramirez. 50 up, 55. Well-known character. Samir Ramirez. Not working today. Not with the camera. But playing for camera. So he's always with the camera. And so let's see. The 2 balls to go. Ranasinghe already on 9. Full toss. Should have dispatched. That part of the ground is very fast. If you put to the gap, it will be 4 for sure because of short boundary that side. but the batsman couldn't connect that. And anyway, 50 for 5 runs per over at the moment. Last 60 balls, they should target 70 to 80 with this pair to gain some momentum into this total. Cuts this time. Good fielding. Returns back. Ends the over. It's 51 for 5 after 10. Change of voices. It will be Eric Gowder to take you through to the 15th.
Thank you, Samira. Now we are sold halfway stage of this innings. And the Commercial Bank B are 51 for 5. They had a very poor start, picked up things. There's the scorecard for Commercial Bank B. Kolita out first ball of the innings. Samaripkans they are on 9 and Daminda made 12. With Chandrasekhara making 5, Gunatilaka making 2. Thus it Gunzalaka into his second over, 1 for 9 his figures. Bowling to Siddharth, who's on 9, the left arm spinner. Or right arm, in fact. Hit away, beats the field at backward square leg into the boundary of 4. Boundary after quite some time. So Commercial Bank B moving along nicely, 55 for 5 there in the 11th over. Takes Siddharth into the double figures region on 13. There we go, that's the replay. It was in there for a while, but certainly the fielder trying to get there couldn't hang on to that, couldn't even stop the boundary. Flighted down the leg side, wide called. This time, trying to sweep on the onside, played on, disturbed the bails, in fact, on the stumps. And thus it picks up his second wicket. Shot selection so important when you're playing these types of innings. He's trying to go for the sweep shot. We look at that. There we go. Played inside the line. No chance of getting back to ball. And the ball just carried on to hit the stumps. Siddharth Samaripkal, the man out for 13-24. He got a start, but couldn't convert the start to a big score. Guntilaka picks up his wicket. And Commercial Bank B lose their 6th wicket, 56 or 6. This is the problem. When you don't get partnerships going, then you start losing wickets. And Commercial Bank B will need a partnership from this stage onwards. We've got just under 10 overs left in the innings. 9.3 overs still left. Even to get to 107, the projected score will take some doing. The current run rate, 5.33. We sit the left-hander. We sit the Veerasinghe is on strike. 16 matches. Top score being 33 not out. Average is 36.7. Flighted again. Comes well forward, pushes down the track. The bowler fields on his follow through. Some turn and bounce. Bit of extra bounce on this track. We've seen it from both ends. Flighted again outside the line of off stump. And Visit pulls his bat away. Ends the over. 11 completed. Commercial Bank B are 56 or 6 after 11 overs. Run rate is 5.09. Visit still to score, and Janath is on 9. Thus it's Consolidation 2 overs, 2 for 14 his figures. And for all those who are tuned in to this Mercantile Cricket Association F Division T20 League Tournament for 2026, we hope you're enjoying our coverage. Coming to you live from St. John's College grounds in Colombo. 2 games down for decision today. The first of the games in the morning now being played. Commercial Bank B versus L.K. Commercial Bank B won the toss, elected to bat first. Second match coming up this afternoon. Commercial Credit will take on an entire group. That's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Sri Lanka time. Dineth Piris, 33 matches under his belt. Flighted, pulled away on the onside. Easy catch at deep mid-wicket. Tall man got his hands straight, juggled a bit before he held on cleanly. And there we are. So Commercial Bank B lose their 7th wicket. They can't afford to be losing these wickets and be bowled out inside 20 overs. We are now after 11.1 overs. 56 or 7, that's a very poor performance with the bat. Look at that. Going for the big heave on the onside. Look at the catch being taken. Straightforward in the end. Janath Ransingh, the man out for 9. All these boys have got a start, but can't convert these starts into sizable scores. Samir Piris taking a well-judged catch on the boundary. Now, Commercial Bank B will have to really bat this full 20 overs. They'll have to look at ways of going through the 20 overs. They can't be bowled out within 20 overs, that's for sure. You'll throw the advantage back to the fielding side. L.K. very happy the way things have gone at the moment. So Dineth Piris has bowled 1 ball, picked up a wicket, 1 for no runs. Nipuna, the new man in. So they got a slip in place, the backward point, the sweeper cover and the long off on the offside with an extra cover. On the onside, they got a man at long on, a short fine leg, a deep mid wicket and deep backward square leg. Played on the onside, out towards deep mid wicket. He's off the mark straight away, is Nipuna. $57 for 7, Commercial Bank B. Visit on strike, he's still to score. Play and a miss. Wicketkeeper's asking the question, didn't seem to have struck the bat. Umpire's pretty sure about that. Nevertheless, a lot of pressure being exerted on the batsman as well. At 57 for 7. Lofted on the onside. Drop shot of the fielder. Comes in from long on. They get 1. That's all they get. In fact, they should have been looking for 2. Got to take that first run quick enough to try and look for the second. There we go. That's the wicket that was taken a short while ago. Good catch. A deep mid wicket on the boundary. Lofted again, but safe out towards long off for a single. $59 for 7. Commercial Bank B. Driven along the ground. That's a good shot. But he'll pick up only 1. A long off tile is up. You've got to find gaps when you're playing those shots. End of the over. 12 completed. And Commercial Bank B are 60 for 7. Nipuna Piris on 2. And Visit is also on 2. Dineth Piris 1 over. 1 for 4. So Samir was talking about the runs to be scored and how they should be scoring runs, about batting well, bowling well. Can't forget the fielding department. You drop catches when you put more pressure on yourselves, and here we are. L.K. have dropped a couple of catches today. 1 for 4. 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 Flighted, driven on the onside, out towards long on. Into the boundary it goes. That's for welcome boundary indeed for Commercial Bank B. Nicely played. The man on the boundary, unable to get there and cut it off. 64 for 7. Cut in there again towards sweep for a single. So Vishit moves on to 7. Vishit and Nipuna will have to really build a partnership now in these next 6-7 overs. They are to 65 for 7. They need to cross that 100 mark for sure. Playing a miss outside the line of off stump. Little bit of extra bounce on this track, on the surface on both ends. You've seen that. Oh, that's a good shot. That's well played. That's huge. Gone way over the boundary for 6. So Nipuna Pires as well into the act of getting some runs. They need to get some runs on the board. That's well struck indeed. Look at that. It's a shame that the top order has let Commercial Bank B down. 71 for 7, number 12.4. That's what it is. Nipuna Pires on 8 of 4. Going for another pull shot, but doesn't make contact. Wicketkeeper collects. So 1 ball left in the 13th over. Run rate is 5.53. Full toss, hit away on the onside. That's good batting. Into the boundary at mid-wicket for 4. That's a big over. 11 off the over from Dasit Gunratna. 3 overs, 2 for 29 his figures, so 13 overs completed. And Commercial Bank B are 75 for 7. Projected score is 115. They're going at 5.77 runs an over. So that's a big over. That's what they'll need to do, Commercial Bank B, to get those runs, push the score along. We're down to the tail now to help their innings together, get some runs. Perhaps the bowlers have to do the job now of the batsmen. The net Pires, 1 for 4, is on now. Played on the offside, straight towards extra cover, no chance of run. Caught in bold. Very soft dismissal in the end for Visit. Was on the back foot trying to drive it. Bottom hand. Then Pires did miss out on that. Straightforward catch. And Commercial Bank B lose their 8th wicket. We look at that. There we go. Straightforward. Caught in bold, and the 8th wicket is down for Commercial Bank B. We are in the 14th over, 75 for 8. Visit Veerasinghe out for 7 of 10 balls. Now the question is, can Commercial Bank B bat the full 20 overs? Bhagia is the new man walking out to join Nipuna. And Dinat Pires 2 for 4 from his 1.2 overs. So Bhagia Abhisekra, the right-hander, played 18 matches, got 150 under his belt. There we are, no ball called. Free hit coming up. Look at that. The leg spinner. Played a miss outside the line of off stump. So then Pires, the right arm leg spinner, 2 for 5 his figures. Again playing a miss wicket keeper collects. Bit of extra bounce on this track from both ends. We haven't seen so much bounce on batting wickets in recent times. Moves away to get some space to play that. He plays in the offside towards the backward point. One ball left in the 14th. Single being taken. A direct hit could have been very close indeed. In fact, the single, they didn't take it very fast to complete it, but in the end, they made that single count. So 14 overs bowled, and the Commercial Bank B are 77 for 8. Nipu's on 12, Bhagia is on 1. Then at Piris, 2 overs, none for 6. Current run rate 5.50. It's a hot and humid morning out here in Colombo. A couple of other games also going on in this Mercantile Cricket Association F Division T20 League Tournament for 2026. Lisuru Seguera to bowl his third over. None for 9 his figures. So looking at the field itself, they got a man at a backward point, a sweeper cover, extra cover and a deep mid off on the offside. On the onside, the fine leg, deep mid wicket, a mid wicket and long on. Down the leg side, that's a poor delivery, that's a wide. Wides has been one of the problems for Camera-LK. They bowled so many wides, so he bowled extra balls as well. It'll be interesting to see as to how many wides they have bowled so far in these 14 overs. And how many extra deliveries they bowled. Perhaps more than 1 over in extra deliveries. Driven on the offside, straight to extra cover. Bisfield allows the batsman to get one. Fielding plays such an important part in cricket, in any format of the game. And particularly in T20 cricket, you need to take catches, you need to be smart on the field to cut out those singles being taken. We're now in the 15th over, 14.1 completed, 879 for 8. So the third man being moved up to a short third man position. There's a backward point along with the sweeper, extra cover and the long off on the offside. On the onside, short fine leg. Deep mid wicket. Deep backward square leg and a long on. Played across the line but gets back to ball. Plays it out to the onside to deep mid wicket for a single. There's so many gaps on the leg side. Plenty of opportunities to push for one and then try and convert those ones into twos. That's what the batsman should be doing. So Commercial Bank B move on to 80 for 8 after 14.2 overs. Brings Bhagia on 2 to take strike. Driven again on the offside, straight to mid off this time. No chance of a run. He was looking for one, but Nipun was not interested, so it's a dot ball. And the man at fine leg again be moved into that short fine leg position. He dropped down towards full-fledged fine leg position, but called in again. Full toss driven on the offside. fumble on the field at extra cover allows the batsman to cross for one. And now that fine leg moving down towards a third man position, because he got a left hand on strike. So third man, a backward point along with the extra cover and a long off with the sweeper on the offside. Wrapped on the pad, big shout, finger comes up, that spin is straight. Well, Nipuna, who's batting well on 13, pays the penalty playing across the line. Oh, no ball called, right. Right, so leg by called in the meantime. So it's 2 runs in fact to the batting side. So Lissuru Sigera, 2.4 overs, done for 40 in his figures. So with the no ball, have a wide as well in this over. 6 of the overs so far. Nipuna is on strike on 13, 84 for 8. Driven to the onside. Long on tide is up. The batsman crosser 1. Takes Nipuna on to 14. The last ball, the 15th over coming up. 85 for 8. Commercial Bank B. Played a miss outside the line of off stump. Ends the over. 15 completed. Commercial Bank B 85 for 8. Bagya on 3, Nipuna on 14, and Sigera 3 overs, not for 15. And of course, the run rate is 5.67 to take it through to the end of the innings. It's your friend and mine, Samita Veerasinghe.
Thank you, Eric. It's 85 for 8. We are into the last 5 overs. In fact, the run rate is decent, but the wickets column is the factor. Only 2 wickets to go. Bhagya is on 3 and Nipuna is batting well. Nipuna is on 14. If he can bat the 5 overs and get about 40 runs, they will get to 120, 125. Will be a decent score to fight. And he hits it. Hits it big. Hits it for 6. This is Nipuna Peiris for you. At the moment, the top scorer getting to 20. Longer part of the boundary. And he cleared it comfortably into the scoreboard area. Fielder has no chance. Now, in fact, they got that run and got that 6 runs, and the run rate came back to 6 runs per over. You can see the projected score is bang on 120. That is unnecessary because he needs to bat out the 5 overs, keeping Bhagya. Can't afford to go for these fancy shots and getting himself out. Just about saying Bhagya to get that single. The odd boundary will come in these overs. Bhagya. As I told, I thought Bhagya might try to get a single and give the strike to him, but Bhagya decides to make a statement to the captain that his number is not that good. He's coming number 10. He might ask for a promotion with that 6. All of a sudden, the momentum coming back to commercial dugout with number 10 batter getting into double figures of 11 balls and Nipuna getting to 21 of 11. So, bit of a partnership going with 2 sixes in this over. And an over ball. He should have tried to get a run out. Anyway, Bhagya has another gift for the new year. 100 up with that couple of runs. This over is been very expensive with 16 runs already. Started at 85. Bhagya couldn't get that going. Anyway, if they bat the 20 overs, in the air, into the gap and into the boundary. What an expensive over that was. 21 runs coming off that over. Highest runs of an over in this innings. 21 of that. It's 106 for 8. We have 4 overs. If they can bat 10 runs per over from here, will take them to 146. At least they can get 130. It will be very much bonus, because one stage they were 70 odd, 80 odd for 8. So Camera.lk is losing the plot at this last 2 batters coming in, and they decide to give Orton the chance. All of a sudden, some momentum into this innings. Even the runner ball, they can get to 130. Full toss, misses the ball. Giving the strike to Nipuna. Bhagya looks sensible. Bhagya will surely ask for a promotion with these 12 runs of 13 balls. Getting into this game. Excellent from Bhagya and Nipuna. Good partnership going. 2 umpires, Gayan Viduranga and Kulunu Funandu, doing a good job. Goes for that slow ball. No harm done. Lot of balls left in this innings. To be exact, another 22 balls in this innings to spare. So, target is to bet on. You can see the partnerships, what partnerships can do to innings at the odds. Almost swept that to the deep. Orton looks a good bowler, so needs to protect the wicket in this over somehow. 3 more overs to go. They need to go for big ones in the last 2 overs, I guess, because they don't have much wickets to expose the innings. That's the problem. Bhagya tries to go a bit wild that time. No connection whatsoever. Slow ball again from Anjana. Hot conditions today at St. Joseph's Colombo. Wide called. Easy runs. That's the thing. If you stay in the wicket, you will get a run somehow. That's in the air. Dropped. Good try rather. And gets a single. And there you go, Bhagya. Somehow getting that single going. Good thing is they still have this wicket. Wide again. This is important stuff from these two batters. Got 211 somehow. This over has 2 wides, 3 singles. So 5 runs coming off this. Not bad. Make it 11 runs of that over. Make it 11 runs out of that over and get to 117. And Nipuna has reached the 30 run mark. Almost hitting that car towards. So 3 overs remaining. Getting that 11 runs is excellent. They were saying they can go up to 180, but seems like 140 is possible. Bhagya misses out. You can see if the batter gets set in this matin pitch, he can go for shots with one side of the boundaries are very short. Umpire decides not to get that wide. Bhagya misses that. Bhagya thought umpire will call it a wide, but it was not going beyond the tram line. So 2 dot balls from Lisura Sigera. He's bowling his last over. Wicketless, but have a decent spell of 15 runs. Bhagya is a very unknown candidate. Can go for big runs as well. Oh dear, oh dear. He misses that completely. Bhagya has got some runs, 13. He misses for the first 3 balls. And here comes. This time getting, dropped it. Score goes up to 118 with that drop chance. Excellent batting from Commercial Bank in the latter part of the innings. The captain was right. 180 was there. If they bat well in that first 10 overs, they should have easily get to 180, 200 in this batting conditions. You can see after being bogged down with 8 wickets, they still got 118 of 8 wickets in the 18th over. That's a good sign. In the air. Dropped again. Excellent over from Lisura, nevertheless. Getting dropped in the 2 occasions. Last ball of this over, the 18th. Can Bhagya get a boundary in this over? Straight to the man. Ends the over. 18 overs completed. 119 for 8. It's going to be Orton, Anjana Orton to in the air and into the hands. Anjana Orton gets that wicket, important in this last 2 overs. 20 runs missing with that wicket falling. Now the new batsman will go out. Bhagya should get the strike. Anyways, that was a great innings. Field was well set. Nipuna Perez, what a excellent knock. 33 of 80. Look at that strike rate. 183.33. Did his part for the team. New batsman in is Isuru Jacinta. Isuru Jacinta is the new batter. Can these two get to 130 at least? Time will decide in the next 2 overs. He's also a left-hander. His highest runs is 8. Need to beat that today if he can. Quite a small man, Isuru Jacintana. Blocks it out. Now Bhagya has the license to go because he's a senior man in this last pair. Exciting. Good shot. Gets an easy single and gets to that 120. Psychologically, 120 is somewhat a decent total. Bhagya is looking here and there. Looking for a big shot for sure. Got that 6 and got that confidence in him that he can get a 6. No, slow ball. So last 2 balls to go. 121 has been raised. Isuru needs to get a single out of this because he can't go for a free hit because no batters left in the tank. In the air, single being taken. So last ball of the over should get a single. in the air. In the air, a boundary. Very much welcome. Gets a boundary with that. Over finished. And it's going to be Hasun Madhusankar. Gets a single and $127 for 9. Conditions, as I told you. Missed it altogether. 4 more balls to go. Bhagya on 19. Here goes Hasun Madhusankar. Gets another boundary. What a wonderful shot that was. And that's a dot ball. Last ball to go. And that was a wicket. So they got bowled out eventually for 130. And players walking out. 131 is what they got. And there you go. Players walking out. Of the pavilion. That is the batting card. 33 Ripunapir, 23 Bhagya, and 13 Siddharth. Chamila, the captain, got 12. Those are the main scores, and the extras got 19. Let's take a look at the bowling card. Three wickets for Orton, 2 for Anushka, the captain, 2 for Dasit, and 2 for Dinet Perez. Those are the bowling stats. And we go to the highlights. This is what they got. It's the team Camera-LK. Got the first wicket off the first ball. Got some sixes going. Boundaries, misfields, everything in every action. That was the second wicket, and that was another good shot for a boundary. That was another wicket falling. Simple catch. This one is another one. That's the fourth wicket going. That was an excellent catch. And that's another one. It's falling apart. That was a 6. Wickets are going at regular intervals, but that's some boundary. This one was bowled round the legs. Hit was into the field. Samir Perez got that good catch. And then Nipuna Perez got some shots going. 6 up. Boundaries. Getting caught. That was a huge hit. 6 up. Bhagya hitting some lusty balls. That's another boundary. And that was another wicket falling. Got that boundary. Going for the catch. And that one was the last wicket to fall. That's it. So we will be back after a short break for the second innings.
So welcome back to St. Joseph's College grounds. Continuation of the Mercantile Cricket Association F Division T20 League game that's being played here. Started this morning. The match between Commercial Bank B and Camera-LK. If you missed out of the first part of the action, Commercial Bank B won the toss, elected to bat first. And in the end, they made 131 all out in exactly 20 overs. A run rate of 6.61 runs and over. And setting Camera-LK 132 to win. Well, at one stage, it didn't look like Commercial Bank B would even bat their full 20 overs. But then the last two wickets, the 9th wicket and the 10th wicket, really helped their cause along to reach 131 all out. So there we are as the players make their way to the middle. The umpires out. So the Commercial Bank B fielders and the batsmen from the batting side as well. That's Camera-LK coming to the middle. They know their target, 132 to win from 20 overs. It's a hot and humid afternoon here in Colombo. No doubt about that. And of course, Camera-LK we tested today to make this total of 132. It's not impossible to make, but they had to really bat well. Because don't forget that Camera-LK, they also dropped some important catches. They could have restricted Commercial Bank B to much lower total, but they dropped important catches. So 3 catches at least were dropped, and allowed those batsmen to go on to make some runs as well. So now the bowling and fielding for Commercial Bank B, how will that pan out? Let's wait and see as to really what happens. Well, so the action about to unfold here at the St. Joseph's College grounds in Colombo. And Camera-LK will be the total. We're looking at total to make 132 to win. So Anjana Orton, who also bowled well, has played 35 matches. And his top score being 40 with the bat. Average 11.83. He's on strike at the moment. And Rana Singh to bowl the first ball. He bowls on the onside. Played away down towards backward square leg for 4. Camera-LK off the mark with the boundary straight away. So when Commercial Bank B batted, they lost a wicket on the very first ball. But now Camera-LK, they're off the mark with the boundary. That's well played along the ground towards backward square leg for 4. Anjana Orton moves on to 4. It's 4 for no wicket. We're in the first over. Janat Rana Singh, who has opened the bowling from the pavilion end. And looking at the field, they got a short third man in place. A backward point, a point extra cover, and a deep mid off on the offside. On the onside, they got a man at backward square leg. And next delivery in the air, lofted in the air. Fielder get into it. Will he get there? No, he won't. The ball drops short of him. And Anjana Orton picks up one more run, takes him to 5, but that was a close call indeed. He was lofting that on the onside. And the deep mid-wicket fielder was running in to get it, but it dropped short of him. There we go. That's what really happened. The fielder running in to take that, but it dropped well short of him. So it's 5 for no wicket. Camera-LK brings Anushka to take strike. And Anushka Gunasinghe, 32 matches. He's got 150 under his name. Comes forward, beaten outside the line of off stump. A bit of extra bounce on this track from both sides. We've seen that. Normally you don't see so much a bounce on a batting wicket, but some extra bounce here. In the air, straight to extra cover. There we are. And Camera-LK lose their first wicket. Very poor shot, very soft dismissal in fact. Commercial Bank B will be really happy with it. Look at that. To sit straight in the air. And the man with extra cover had to move an inch. Took a straightforward catch. So Anushka Gunasinghe goes without scoring. He's faced 2 balls. Lianage picks up the catch. Rana Singh, the wicket taker. So Camera-LK 5 for 1 in the first over. So these are problems and lose wickets early on. When you're chasing a total about 132 to win, you'll need partnerships. You can't afford to lose wickets in the first few overs. You'll need batsmen to settle in. Sinith walks out to bat. So Ranasinghe happy. 1 for 5 his figures. Of 4 balls is bowled. So the left hand is taking guard at the moment. Sinith Malbattage, he has played 44 matches. Had 550s to his name. Outside the line of off stump. Shoulders, arms. Wicket keeper collects. Play gently on the onside. Long on runs in to do the fielding. The batsman crosses for 1. They should have been looking for 2. Put the pressure on the fielder. When you take that first run so casually, there's no chance of coming back for the second. So takes the Consolidation total to 6 for 1 wicket. That's the end of the over as well. 1 over completed. 6 for 1. Anjana is on 5 and Sinith is on 1. So Ranasinghe, 1 over, 1 for 6 his figures. We'd like to remind you that 2 games now for decision here at the St. Joseph's College grounds. There's a match starting up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon Sri Lankan time. That's match number 2 here. Commercial Credit taking on a Tire Group. And we'll have all the live action of that game as well. We hope you're enjoying our coverage of all the action. The Mercantile Cricket Association F Division T20 League Tournament for 2026. Kohli third to bowl his first over, the second of the innings. 18 matches, 4 for 31 his best figures. Economy rate was 7.06. Down the leg side, wide called. Wicket keeper can't collect it. They take 1 extra run. So with the wide and the extra run, it's 2 runs to the batting side. Moves on to 8 for the loss of 1 wicket. So that delivery will have to be re-bowled by Kohli. So field well spread out, the short third man, the backward point, extra cover and the long off on the offside and going for the big heave. Gets the bottom of the bat, the ball carries towards the bowler. Was it a caught and bowl? Was it a difficult chance? It looked difficult. But in the meantime, batsman crossed for 1 as well. 9 for 1. Played down the grounds. Out towards long on for a single. So Consolidation, their total moves on double figures. 10 for 1 after 1.2 overs. Anjana on 6 and Sinith on 2. Down the leg side. There's no point appealing on that. It was way down the leg side off the pad. Leg by call by the umpire, quite correctly so. Total moves up to 11. So 121 for the runs required. Again down the leg side. Wicket keeper can't collect it. They get 1, looking for 2, coming back for the second run. The return a poor 1. In fact, neither to the wicket keeper nor the bowler. So they complete 2 runs quite comfortably. (13 for 1). Sinith moves on to 4. Play gently on the offside, straight to extra cover, no chance of run. Consolidation, they realize that they must really make partnerships. You can't afford to lose wickets. Driven up Ishley over the head of extra cover, down to the boundary for 4. That's well played. Ends the over, 2 completed, and Sportylk are 17 for the loss of 1 wicket. That's a well played, executed shot. Look at that. Over the head of the fielders. There's no chance in catching that. He just raced away on this very fast outfield to the boundary for 4. So Sirit moves on to 8. Anjana is on 6, and Kolita 1 over, none for 10. So for the 115 runs required, the current run rate is 8.50. They require 6.39 from this stage onwards. So 108 balls to get 115 runs. The equation for Sportylk. Commercial Bank B, winning the toss and batting first, made 131 all out in exactly 20 overs. A run rate of 6.61. First ball, the new over, straight towards that short third man position, no run. And the Commercial Bank B innings, there were 19 extras. You can just imagine the number of wides that were bowled in that innings. The Commercial Bank profited from those wides. Full toss, hit away on the onside. Long on covers up. There's the field in the batsman cross for 1. So runner singing into his second over. Not 1 for 7 his figures. Again, pushed gently on the offside. It's in the air for a while, but there's no fielder close into the bat. Easy single being taken. 19 for 1 is Sportylk. The field changing over for the right-hander on strike. Anjana. Short. Trying to force it on the offside. Off the back foot. Doesn't make contact. Wicketkeeper collects another dot ball. This time gets back to ball. Plays it out towards backward point. Again, a single being taken. $20 for 1. Sportylk. They require 132 to win. Full toss, hit away on the onside, out towards long on this time. The batsmen get 1. They're not looking for 2. The first run is so casual indeed. That'll end the over. So 3 overs completed. Sportylk are 21 for 1. Anjana is on 8 and Sinet on 10 on double figures. And Jonathan Ranasinger, 2 overs, 1 for 10 his figures. And the target for Sportylk is 132 to win. They're going at 7 runs and over. Right, so the 4th over about to get underway. Manjula Lenage will bowl his first over. The 4th of the innings. 111 to win of 102 balls. So Lenage has played 15 matches. Best figures of 2 for 17 and his economy rate is 8.52. Edge past that man, a third man down to the boundary it goes. That's 4 runs. Poor effort from the fielder. Look at that. The fielder made no attempt to cut that off. Just rolled away to the boundary for 4. Sportylk 25 for 1 after 3.1. Sinet moves on 14 of 9. Hit away on the offside. Lovely shot over the head of the extra cover, down to the boundary for 4. So back-to-back boundaries for Camera LK. And also for Seneth. Look at that. Made full use of that. There's no sweeper cover in place. We're in the power play overs at the moment. 29 for 1. Off the back foot, played towards the backward point. Not the single being taken. That's good running. Putting the pressure on the fielder. (30 for 1). Camera LK after 3.3 overs. So Lianake has considered 9 runs of the 3 balls he's bowled so far, because the 2 boundaries that came in of the first 2 deliveries. Pulled on the onside, down to deep mid wicket this time. Single. 31 for 1. Oh, that kept low. That really came along the ground. By taken. Wicketkeeper couldn't collect that cleanly. That ends the over as well. So there we are with 4 overs completed. And Camera LK are 32 for the loss of 1 wicket. Anjan on 9. Seneth, he's on 19. And Manjul Lianake, none for 10 from that 1 over. 100 runs required, 97 balls. The equation for Camera LK. But that last delivery just came along the ground, in fact. So the 5th over about to get underway. And Camera LK have done really well so far. They lost at 1 wicket. But they're going at 8 runs and over. Isuru Jacinta. Outside the line of the off stump. Shoulders, arms. Playing a miss outside the line of off stump this time. We've seen some deliveries getting extra bounce, some of them keeping extra low. Driven on the onside, along the ground. Long on tide is up, so the batsman cross for 1. Isuru Asante into 10 matches he's played. 4 for 26 his best figures. Economy rate is 7.21. And now the man at long on being moved towards a mid-off position. So they got that short third man, the backward point, a point. And also a mid-off on the offside. Pulled on the onside. Picked up inside the boundary by deep mid-wicket. Only a single to be taken. Played defensively, bowler fields on his follow through. So a dot ball. So 1 ball left in the 5th over. 34 for 1 is Camera LK. Another dot ball, back-to-back dot balls. 5 overs completed. Camera LK 34 for 1. Sinith on 20. Anjana is on 10. And they need a further 98 runs on 90 balls. Time for change the voices. Next 5 overs. Your friend and mine, Swami Ravira Singh.
Thank you, Eric. It has been a good start for Camera LK. Falling the wicket of the captain Anushka Gunasinghe in the very first over. But they have recovered from that point onwards. 34 for 1 after 5. Needing 98 of 90 balls in the last 15. Surely, Commercial Bank needs wickets. Now batting to come for Camera LK. These two, Anjana, Orton and Sineth, is on 20 of 17. 10 from 10 for Anjana. Manjula has been expensive in his first over. This time hits him straight. This will be a very interesting replay to have a look from the front on camera. I just thought he missed a straight ball. Let's see. Just going down legs for sure. Hitting him well down. So the umpire was absolutely correct in that occasion. Pulls it straight into the gap rather. Tackle it down, but getting 2 runs. Match referee for today is Mr. Chandana Mahesh, and the 2 umpires are doing a good job. Gayan Viduranga and Kulunu Fernando. .36 for 1 into the 6th over. Last over was very good. Again, it gets it down. And 37, as you can see. Pulls it this time into the gap, and that was going all over. What a wonderful hit. Lot of power in that shot. Just a short arm jab, and look at that, just traveled all the way. The spectators can't be lazy there. Almost hitting them. I just thought that he just punched it for a single. And just went through it. Manjula Liyanage conceding 9 already. Gets another single. That 6 runs will definitely get that run rate up and running, with 88 needing of 85. Reasonable target to chase. This time over the top, and what an excellent effort there. Certainly 2 runs saved. ends the over. 6 overs done. 46 for 1. Look at the scorecard. Anjana turned 15. Anushka without scoring 0. And Sinet has got Sinet Malvattage sitting pretty at 27 of 3 boundaries and a 6er. Kasun Madhusanka, Samir Piris, Dasit Gunatilaka, Dinet Piris, Isuru Sandamal, Asita Chamara, Lisura Sigera, Kavish Satsara to come. Lot of batting left. Powerhouse batting order. Kept them for 130. Satisfied with the target. Into the gap. Into the boundary. This guy, Sinet Malvattage, has a time of his life. With a bit of hair in the coming out of the helmet, looking like a West Indian. Just a dab there. It was just racing away. Look at that. In the air. Dropped. Almost in the circle. That was a possible chance, I guess. The fielder definitely a little bit of hand in it. That time it was, let's see, Manjula Lianage, the culprit, senior member of the team. So again into the gap, into the boundary. No, very well stopped there. What a throw! Just over the stumps. Anyway, they are going after the bowling of Jacinta. 52 already. 8 runs per over. And that ends the over. No, there's a single. I mean, another ball to go. Isuru Jacinta. 2 more balls rather. 33. Sinet Malvattage. He's doing the damage of 22 balls. Tries to go big. Quick single. The bowler needed to catch that ball. Otherwise, no backing up there. And 54 for 1. Drives again. Beautifully played. What an excellent shot into the cover region. Hits the fence. And into the chapel it goes. 4 more. Sinet Malvattage is mastering the bowling. 7 overs completed, 58 for 1. That's a bowling card. Manjula Lianage has been expensive. 2 overs 22. Janath Ronasinghe was good. 10 for 1 in his 2 overs. Shashin was expensive as well. So it's going to be Savindu to bowl. Bowling change. Savindu comes in. Or spinner. Trying the option. Savindu Chandrasekhara has 3 for 6 is best. 7 wickets to his name. Economy of 10. That was too high. Pulls it straight to the man this time. Fielder caught that well. Sinet Malwatage is going to get the strike again. Steaming hot conditions at St. Joseph's College, Dali Road. School has a rich history in providing national cricketers in this school. Got a bit of big on him, and Sportylk fielder picks that up and returns back. No, I'm done. Just a single. That was Janath there. Janath Ranasinghe, the son of Anura Ranasinghe, former Sri Lanka cricketer. In the air. Straight to the man. Gets a single. And this over has been tight. But they have to get under 6 runs over to win the match. Not a difficult task, as this ground is very fast. 1 or 2 big overs will definitely come into play. So the second match today in this venue, Sri Lanka will take on Commercial Credit. Beg your pardon, entire group will take on Commercial Credit, as Sinet Malwatage has been cleaned up from the bowling of Samithu Chandrasekhara. That's a big wicket. He's the man was doing the damage, and he has to go walk back. Should have stayed on and make a big score, but he perishes, losing his stumps. Clean bowled. Kept low, didn't pick the line and the length properly. Has to depart. The new batsman is going to the middle is Dasit. And Sinet Malwatage is perishes for. Dasit Gunatilaka is the number 55, new batter, walking out right-hander. Should be, I hope so. Didn't show him right or left. Just thought he's taking his bat in the left hand. So normally, should be a right-hander. Very much a familiar name. Let's see whether he's, what's his pedigree is. Dasit Gunatilaka. Oh yeah, he's from Mahanama College. There's another Dasit who is, Dasit is from Mahanama. So he has 51, his best. Another Dasit is the Royal Captain. So I thought I just mix it up. Anyway, he's from Mahanama. And there you go. He's on strike to face the music. We can take a Samithu Chandrasekhara. Straight away. No second invitation. Actually, he's a left-hander. No second invitation. First ball, not looking at what he's bowling, sent on probably to see ball, hit ball into the classrooms, I guess. The ball in that area. As I know, the primary sector of the school. No school today as a Sunday, so no disturbances. Anyway, found the ball, but definitely that 6 will keep the runs flowing for Camera-LK. Lost the toss, Anushka, for the second time. Batting second, chasing a target. Well on course to the victory. 2 out of 2 will be a good morale booster for Camera-LK in this competition. Won against Mars the other day. 65 needed of 73. So that ends the 8th over. 67 for 2, going at a rate of 8.38. 65 to get of 72. Taking a look at the other matches. HNB Assurance versus Pizza Hut. Won the game, Pizza Hut, in the last game. HNB won as well, but HNB needing only 2 runs to snatch that victory against Pizza Hut. So Pizza Hut is not having the pizzas today, losing the cause. PABC Bank, Pan-Asia Bank versus Astron Lanka. PABC have got 126 for 7 in their lot of 20 overs, and Astron Lanka is struggling. But Sanjay Danushka, so the captain is there. He's on 3. They are 40 for 4. New bowler Nipunapir is batted well in the latter part, and he has been given the ball with 35 wickets, 3 wickets for 8 runs. Had a good time with the bat, so captain has decided to give him a ball and check on him whether he can do well with the ball as well. So as I said, Attire Limited versus Commercial Credit is the second game. Up next, teams are gathering for the event. That is into the gap. Into the gap and into the boundary. Welcome to the crease, Nipunapiris. Anjana Orton, no looking what he's bowling, just pulls it away into that short part of the boundary. Gets that runs going well. Nipunapiris runs in around the wicket. Just a single down to long off. Janath Ranasinghe returns it back. Dasit Gunatilaka is on strike, got a 6 in his very first ball. Dasit has been sent in to play some shots. In the air, what a hit! Over the top. Bit of West Indian style coming out of that shot. Over the top of the extra cover back foot. Dasit Gunatilaka seems, look at that, seems in a bit of a hurry. Sent in to do the pinch hitter roll. Tall lad. Again another boundary. Excellent hitting. Pure class. Checking about his strike rate. 4 balls, 14. That means he's going over 300 per ball. So that's it. There's no time to waste. So Nipunapir has conceded 13 of his very first 4 balls. So they have put a point into the boundary. Shot again. Single 2, that's it. Get him to 15. 80 for 2. Going well over 9 runs per over. Eric Gowda might end the innings in the next 5 overs. Hopefully. Happy looking dugout. Camera LK. That's pulled it straight to the fielder this time. 9 overs completed. It is 82 for 2. So 50 more runs to get, you can see the target of 66 balls. Satisfied the batting team at this point. Lot of batting to come, power hitters like Samir Perez who misses out in the last game. So looking forward to make amends if we get the chance. And there you go. Into the gap and into the boundary. Wonderful shot there from Anjana Orton. His favorite shot, his go-to shot is that. Gets that cross battered heave. Middling it properly into the 20, into 29. Misses out that time. 86 runs, 46 needed of 64. 4.3 runs to get. Not difficult. Edged it. Thus it came very quickly into the striker's end, so no harm done. Getting that strike. He's going at 300 at a strike rate. 15 of 5 balls. Looking at the field, he might go big in this over. Sent as a quick run getter. He's been stumped. He's been stumped. His little cameo has been ended. Spins away and new batsman in is Lisura. Is walking out. Momentum momentum gained with that 15 knock. So Dasit Gunatilaka departs for 15 of 6 deliveries. And the new batter in is another left-hander. That is Lisura Sigera, the new batter. He's from Mananda College, played under 19 cricket for Sri Lanka. Lisura Sigera, good team. They've got some players. Power hitters. Lisura Sigera. I remember the name Asel Sigera. Don't know whether his brother is. Lux is quickly corrected, no. Anyway, 87 for 3. They got a water break with the follow wicket. So the new batsman in, as I said, Lisura Sigera played cricket for Ananda College in the next door, Mardana, and played Sri Lanka under 19 cricket. 74 is best not out. Strike rate of 100, 150, 219 runs. Capable batter. Got some players in the ranks. Just a single. And they've got a run rate of 8.95 at the end of the 10th. 88 already. The run rate is pretty good with chasing 130. You can see very comfortable at the moment. Commercial Bank needs wickets in regular intervals. In the air, just falling short. Anyway, it's the 89th run being taken. Umpire hands over the cap, and the 10th over has been ended. 89 for 3 after 10. Changing voices, it will be Eric Gowder to take you through, probably, for the end of the match.
Thank you, Samira. So here we are with Camera LK going great guns, 89 for 3 after 10 overs, the halfway stage. Run rate of 8.90. The target is 132, not far to go. Siger on 1. Anjana is on 31. Ranasinghe off the back foot trying to force it to the offside. Hits it over the stumps. Wicket keeper doesn't collect cleanly, but it's collected by the short fine leg. The field well spread. So many boundary riders, in fact. 2 on the offside. 3 on the onside. Boundary riders. Lofted. Up in the air. Fielder getting there, but he won't make it. Falls short of the fielder. So they pick up one more run. So takes Anjana on to 32. The total up to 90 for 3. We'll look at that again. That last dismissal. Janath Ranasinghe, 2.2 overs, 1 for 11 his figures. Lisuru Sigera on strike, he's on 1. 8.71 the run rate, 42 required 58 balls. Full toss, hit away on the onside. Out towards the long on. They'll get one more run. (91 for 3). Short outside the line of off stump. Cut away on the offside. Beats the sweeper into the boundary for 4. That's well played. Made full use of that. Look at that. Short outside the line of off stump. Couple of bounces to the boundary. So 95 for 3 is Camera LK. Anjana moves on to 36 or 28. White called, going for the sweep shot. Doesn't make hold to get hold of it. Wicket keeper collects, but got to be rebowled. 96 or 3, 36 required of 56 balls. That's the equation for the Camera LK. They're going great guns at the moment. Again going for the sweep shot. Left on the pad. Perhaps outside the line of off stump. We'll wait and take a look at that again. Big confident shout for LBW. Pulls this one from outside the line of off stump on the onside towards long on. One more run taken. So that ends the over. 11 completed. And LK are 97 for 3 with Sigera on 2. Anton on 37. Ranasinger, 3 overs, 1 for 18. And they need a further 35 runs of 54 balls. It's a hot and humid afternoon here in Colombo at St. Joseph's College grounds. We're into the final stages of this first match of the day here. 2 matches have been played this venue. The next match at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Commercial Credit takes on entire group. And here, at the moment, LK well on top in their game against the Commercial Bank B. And pulled away again. Samindu starts a new over. Played towards long on for a single. Samindu in his third over, 2.1 overs, 2 for 17. His figures picked up 2 wickets. Played a miss that time. Good use of feet. Plays out on the onside towards the deep mid wicket for a single. $99 for 3. LK after 11.3 overs. Just cruising along at the moment. And brings Anton on 38 on strike. Down the track, lofted big on the onside. Goes all the way over the boundary for 6. Excellent shot once again from Anjana. Takes him on to 44. And LK on to 105 for 3. Slowly but surely getting the target. Good use of feet down the track. The connection was good. The placement excellent. The bowler unable to really stop it completely, but he got his hands to it. The batsman wanted one, but the ball stopped well short of the wickets, of course. Last ball, the 12th over coming up. Hit away again on the offside. Sweeper covers up. They'll get one, so he'll keep the strike, Anjana. That ends the over. 12 completed. And LK are 106 for 3 with Sigera on 3. Anjana on 45. And Samindu 3 overs, 2 for 25 his figures. They need a further 26 runs from 48 balls. So there's the equation, 26 of 48 for LK. Commercial Bank B won the toss. They had to bat first. They made 131 all out. Not a bad score. And there are the 2 worms. You can see the worm of LK well ahead at the moment. Isuru Jacinta to bowl his third over. None for 14 his figures. Pulls this one down towards deep backward square leg for a single. So takes Anjan down to 46 of 35, 107 for 3. They're going at 8.79 runs and over, needing further 25 runs to win from 47 balls. Played out on the offside towards extra cover. There's no run. So Sigera on 3 has the strike, the left-hander. Flighted, again driven, but this time out towards long off by Lisuru. They'll pick up one more run. So Lisuru Sigera showing no hurry at all to get those runs. He's just keeping Anjana company at the moment in the middle. Anjana is, of course, in a hurry to get there. He's on 46 or 35. Lofted again to the offside. Safe. Sweeper tidies up. Oh, it's a misfield. So they'll come back for 2. So takes Anjana to 48. 110 for 3. Camera LK. Again lofted on the offside, but out towards long off for a single. Brings up the Nelson, 1-1-1 for 3 after 12.5 overs. Nobody's hopping on 1 foot at the moment, even though the Nelson is on the board. Lofted on the offside. One bounce to the boundary for 4. Between sweeper and long off. So Lisuru Sigera into the act, takes him on to 8. Look at that. Excellent shot indeed. No chance for any fielder to get there. There was so much of gaps on that offside. That ends the over. 13 completed. And Camera LK are 115 for 3. Needing further 17 runs to win. Current run rate 8.85. They need a further 17 runs to win. Anjana is on strike. He's on 49. Janat Ransinger. Lofted. Try to work it on the onside. Gets some back to the ball. Running down towards fine leg. Picks up 1. That brings up his 50. Applause from his teammates. They love it. He acknowledges the applause from his teammates as well for his 50 of 38 balls. 116 for 3 is the Camera LK total. There we are. All his teammates, supporters in the pavilion. Anjana on strike at the moment. At the non-striker's end is Anjana. At the moment, it's on 50 of 38. He's coming off the field, in fact, Anjana. Is he retiring? We are not too sure about that. Yes, he is retiring. He wants to give his teammates also an opportunity to bat in the middle. Or he's being run out, in fact. He is not retired, so he's being run out, in fact. So 115 for 4, in fact, the total. It didn't seem that they were going for another run, but the bails were dislodged. But nevertheless, I mean, they're so close to winning this match. Camera LK, it wouldn't matter to them. Nice play to the offside. Well. It should have been stopped. The fielder got a hand to it, but couldn't cling on to it, and the ball just crossed the boundary line so easily. They pick up 4 more runs, so 120 for 4. $12 runs required of 40 balls, the equation. They're going at 9 runs and over. Going for a reverse hit. Hits the wickets. They lose their 5th wicket. So Consolidation 120 for 5 in the 14th over. The game has lost its seriousness at the moment. Look at that. Going for the switch hit. Doesn't make contact. If you don't practice that shot, there's no way you can play it. So Samir Apiri, the man out for 4, got a boundary and then has lost his wicket. Janath Ranasinghe picks up his second, 2 for 23, into his 4th and final over, 3.3 overs, 2 for 23. So 12 runs required of 39 balls. That's the equation for Consolidation. Asit, the new man walking in, joined Anjana. The target is 132 to win. They're 120 for 5 after 13.3. Asit Chamara played 27 matches. There we are. Going for a big heave. Bowled him. And now, Consolidation must get the seriousness back in the game. They lose their 6th wicket, 120 for 6. They would not want to be bowled out under 132. Going for big heaves. Look at that. Knocks the timber as well. Astil Chamara out for no score. First ball is faced. So Ranasinghe picks up another wicket. 3 for 23 is Ranasinghe's figures after 3.4 overs. He's got 2 balls left in his spell. Kasumraj Shankar, the new man who walks out, joins Anjana in the middle. Anjana is on 50 of 38. Current run rate 8.78. The more to start losing these wickets, it affects your net run rate. That's what will happen. So that's where Consolidation has to be conscious about that. Because sometimes the net run rate becomes so important when it comes to the final qualifying stages. Madhushankar, 15 matches, he's got 250s under his belt. Misfield from the bowler. Madhushankar is off the mark with a single. So 1 ball left in his 4 over spell. 3 for 24 his figures at the moment. So 2 wickets in 2 balls. That's what really happened. He'll be on the offside. Single being taken out towards extra cover. The lengthy over as well. So Janath Ranasinghe completes his 4 over spell. 3 for 25 from his 4. And here we are with Consolidation on 122 for 6 after 14 overs. They need a further 10 runs of 36 balls. Kasumraj Shankar is on 1. Anjana is on 51. Current run rate 8.71. There's no guessing. Get 10 runs of 36 balls. But then you can't afford to lose wickets all the time by playing some loose shots, thinking that you're over the line. Consolidation will realize that. So Samindu to bowl is 4th and final over. His figures 2 for 25. Anjana is on strike. Current run rate 8.71. Lofted on the offside, outwards, long off. Only a single, just a single being taken. 9 to get of 35 balls. So reminder to all our viewers, where we're watching this live telecast of the action of this F Division game in the Mercantile Cricket Association calendar for 2026. That's pulled hard and high. Huge six from Kasun Madhushankar. Collared that one. 3 runs required to win. Well, there we are. So, Camera-LK absolutely serious at this stage with a big 6 over mid-wicket. That one, thick edge down to third man again. By score into the boundary for 4. That's the end of the game. And Camera-LK made 133 for 6. Well, 133 for 6. So the win by 4 wickets. That's a big win indeed. So Commercial Bank B, who won the toss bat at first, they made 131 all out in their 20 overs. But not good enough to really put pressure on Camera-LK, who needed 132 to win. And they made 133 for 6. The players have a shake of hands as well. So an easy win indeed for Camera-LK. So the first match in the morning has just been completed, with Camera-LK beating Commercial Bank B. A comfortable win in the end. We'd like to remind you that the second match of the afternoon, starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Commercial Credit versus Attire Group, that will be played in the same venue. 2 games down for decision on a given day because they are T20 games. So applause for the batsmen themselves who walk into the pavilion from their teammates. So in the end, a big win indeed for Camera-LK. And we look at the scorecard. There we are, Camera-LK. Anjana Oughton not out 52, in fact, of 40 balls over the batting. Gunasinghe, the captain, out without scoring. Malwatage made 38, batted well of 25 balls. Gunasinghe made 15. Sigera made 8. Samita Peris 4, and Asita Chamara without scoring. Kasun Madhushankar not out 7. That one big hit to end the innings of the 3 balls he faced. 9 extras with a total of 136. 133 for 6. 133 for 6 in 14.3 overs. And that's a very big win indeed for Camera-LK. Look at the bowling figures. Janathan Ranasinghe, 3 for 25, bowled really well. Kolita, none for 10. Lianage, none for 22. Isuru Yashita, none for 23. Chandrasekhara, 2 for 32, with Nipuna Peris, none for 15. The follow wickets 5, 61, 87, 116, 120, and 120 again. 9 extras in that 14.3 overs, and 133 for 6. We'll take a look at the highlights of that innings. Well, lots of big hits in that innings as well. And look at that first ball played away on the offside down to the boundary for 4. Cut away straight towards that extra cover fielder. So the first wicket fell. No letting up. Edged again past that short third man to the boundary for 4. Driven sweetly on the offside. Excellent timing. Placement was good. And this one again cracked away on the offside. Sweeper had no chance in cutting it off. There we go. Going for a big pull. Beaten and bowled. But they were going for quick runs. In fact, there was Sportylk. Again, nicely played away. Lovely shot. Beats the field. Into the boundary for 4. There's the big hits that are coming in. Pulled again on the onside, past the mid-wicket to the boundary. And there we are. Stumped. Outside the line of off stump. And another big heave on the onside. That's a big one. A real biggie. And this one played very beautifully on the offside. Again, there's a 50 coming up. Marjana. Applause from his teammates as well. And off the back foot. Played past that backward point fielder. Going for a reverse switch. Clean bowled. And first ball for the new batsman. But then there's a big pull shot on the onside. Huge 6. And that one cut away down towards the third man. So in fact, it's byes in fact that were called. But it's down to the boundary for 4. And that ends the game itself with Sportylk on 133 for 6 in 14.3 overs. Right, here's the match summary. Commercial Bank B, they won the toss, batted first, 131 all out in 20 overs. Nibuna Piri made 33, batted well. Abhay Sekhar 23. Samar Vikrama made 13. And Orton 3 for 21. Anushka Gunasinghe 2 for 14. Dasit Gundarak also 2 for 29. And Sportylk said 133 to win. They reached the target in 14.3 overs. Look at that. Anjana Orton 52 not out of 40. Sineth made 30 at 25. Dasit Gundarak made 15. Janat Ransinghe picked up 3 wickets. Samindu Chandrasekhar 2. And Sachin Kolita none for 10 of 1 over. So Sportylk won by 4 wickets in this first match played at St. George's College grounds in Colombo. We'd like to remind you that match number 2 at the same venue coming up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Commercial Credit will take on an entire group. We hope you enjoyed our coverage this morning of the first match. And you'll join us again for the second match. That's in about maybe about 55 minutes from now. Until then, take care. And we'll catch you then in a short while.